There we are. Hey everybody. Hi Sticks, bye Sticks. I forgot to turn my lights on. I don't know if anyone would notice or care, but... Hi Artie. Let's change this to... Oh, let me get the music started here. Thought about adding Symphony of the Night to the music, but I forgot. So it's just Castlevania and Bloodlines and Panzer Dragoon Saga again. I haven't played very many Castlevania games. It's pretty much just Bloodlines and Symphony of the Night. Let me pop out the chat here. I know I'm already a little bit behind, but the music should be at a good level. I don't think I changed it since last week, and I think we had it at a good level last week. Alright, and then live chat. Oh, that's so weird. On Artie's post it says Soup Bro, and then I hover over and it says Sup Bro? Huh, I don't know how you did that. Hi Special Iron. Ned Flanders looks a little different. Oh wait. Hi Living Corpse. Yeah, Symphony of the Night does have great music. Just Bloodlines and Panzer Dragoon Saga? You don't hear me complain. Yeah, I know you don't mind. Whoops, I minimized the chat. How and why? There we go. No, thanks for the hearts. Okay, I've got my reference images over here. Where can I put these? So normally there's a bug where when I open these and then move them over to my left monitor, the images turn almost black. And like suddenly they aren't doing that today, so like I'm not complaining, I'm just confused. But whatever. I prefer not to have them open in Photoshop. It probably slows down the program a little bit. I don't know if it actually does, but I worry that it does. And I've also got this one. This one probably has the best lighting-ish. I don't know. I'm kind of like combining the three. I can make that one a little bit zoom in on that one, because you can really only see his face in this one anyway, so. Oh, see. Actually, you can kind of see it if I drag it only part way. Why does it do that? And it's only doing it with this image, not the other two. Alright, open it in Photoshop. Where is he? There he is. need to zoom in? I guess I may as well. A little bit. That's the initial spam of the hearts out of the way. Because of your thumbnail, I keep picturing Frankie in Flanders' skin-tight skiing outfit wiggling his bum. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Hi, John. Oh well, thanks for stopping by. Oh, I didn't notice, yeah, I didn't look at what everyone's... Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got, like, shades of... We got, like, mostly red and pink right now, it looks like. My new appears as a deep blood red tonight, befitting of the current soundtrack. Yeah. Thanks for the hearts, John. Okay. Let me put these back in the foreground. Not that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just making it so I can see these images on my other monitor again. Okay, what do I want to do next on this? He may have only been here briefly, but he found time to spread the love. That's true. Oh yeah, one thing I did was I actually added, it's red for now, it's eventually going to be gold, but I went ahead and added all the little scars, whatever you call them, seams, whatever, on his face. And I actually went and deleted those lines in the line work. I also like backed up the line work, so if I ever like accidentally erase too much of it and I want to bring it back, I've still got it at the bottom here. It's just you can't see it. So it actually looks terrible if you zoom in on it. I need to clean it up at some point, but it's just kind of a placeholder right now. But and again, it's going to be a different color anyway eventually. But what else did I change since last time? I think sometimes I work on this a little bit off screen. I know I created an actual pupil. I may have done that during the stream. I don't remember. I really need to clean up these eyes. Because like I keep saying, I do hope to eventually erase all the line work. I might keep the line work on the hair. I think the line work on the hair looks pretty good, although I might end up erasing some of it if I think it looks too cartoony or whatever. But yeah, I might keep the line work on the hair, but ideally I want to erase the line work everywhere else. To think of the lines between his face plates as living fault lines. It's a weird way to put it. I tend to call them seams just because even though, like, I guess they're scars technically, they're also like seams, like on a garment where you stitch the pieces together. Oh, George is a contrasting green. I'm suddenly curious about what everybody's color is now. Also, hi, George. Hang on a second. Let me unhide everything. Where's that? There it is. 6:04 a.m. in Tasmania, about 39 degrees Fahrenheit. or 4 Celsius, and I'm standing outside a deconstructed church which is doubling as an art exhibit and box office. Interesting. Sounds like you live in an interesting area. Unleash the colors. Now I'm curious what color Living Corpse is. Oh, Living Corpse. Okay, so we have a combination of reds and greens this time. I'm sure it's totally random, but sometimes it piss yellow or puke green. Oh well, I think it looks cool against the black anyway. That's right, you are way earlier than usual, George. There is an exhibit selling only 9 tickets a day, and people were waiting here at 5 a.m. yesterday. Missed it yesterday, trying today so far. First in line. Oh, cool. Read that in Mr. Burns' voice. Okay, so let's see. He probably does need more shading over here, maybe. I think I keep chickening out of shading this part of his face. I don't know why. Last time I was cyan, the combination of the 2 best colors, green and blue. Yeah, I remember that. Also yesterday I had a lemon sorbet with green jalapeno pieces. It was very tasty, especially with battered scallops and chips. Interesting. You always eat such unique food, George. That was probably a weird way to word that, but weird way to word that. I think I said that backwards. I read Unleash the Colors in Mr. Burns' voice. Yeah. Oh, right. That makes sense. I actually wasn't sure which comment you were referring to, so. Unleash the robotic Richard Simmons. All right, let's see. I guess I'll just go back to adding more shading to his face. Oh, let me make the line work a lot lighter. Oh, that's much better. Because I still kind of need to see the lines a little bit, at least while I'm actually working on it. He's the hounds with the bees in their mouths, and when they bark, they shoot bees. I'll have even weirder food like olive oil ice cream. I remember you talking about that previously. Whatever exotic meats are on the free winter feast visiting Tasmania in June is fun. Battered fish in the freezer, and I'm going to have that with some fries at some point. Wow, you said fries and not chips. I usually have that about once a week. Every time I listen to this music, I think about how I tried to stream Castlevania Bloodlines a few years ago and I had to rage quit. Because it's too fucking hard. I don't know if anybody remembers that. I don't know how many streams I did it across. Might have been only like 2. I am what I am. Okay. Soul making noise. Excuse me. At some point I'm going to want to make some of this shading darker, but I think for now, I'm just going to apply that darkest shade to a little more areas on his face, I think. Because, like, what I'm looking at is in this image, like, this color is, this, like, level of shading is also kind of over here. But I don't know that I want that much, but I should probably be trying to make it a little more like that. Hi, Sticks. Welcome back. Fries as in French fries. Yeah, I know. Oh, traditionally chips tend to be thicker. Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought you all called all fries chips. Want to see a Stray? No, I'm not playing Stray, god damn it. I wish I could, but that game got too fucking hard. Maybe one of these days I'll try playing it off camera again and seeing if maybe I can get a little bit further. But I don't know, I'm kind of worried it's just going to get progressively harder. Because, you know, games tend to do that. I'm just trying to figure out where I've added shading already. Okay, so there's no shading here. Maybe there ought to be a little. Thank you for the hearts. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Let me see something really quick. Alright, let me... Sorry, you guys. This is like stuff I need to do off camera sometime, but... Actually, let me... There we go. I need to, yeah, like I said, when I originally added the coloring to this, I was kind of treating it like one of those comic book styled drawings that I do. And I kind of like had all the color layers set to multiply, and I just, oops. Oh, I'm gonna lose the blue. Well, I can bring it back, I guess. Okay, now for the pink. Anyway, I need to have these layers overlap a little bit rather than how it is now, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna do that right now. That's the highlights on its own layer, yeah, so that's good. Do 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 do. Now let me bring back some of the pink and blue that I just lost. Oops. There we go. I think that was like that. Oh boy. All right. I just need to bring back the blue. Oh, I should have. I should have done it over here too. Also shouldn't be doing this with my mouse probably. Oh well. Seems to be working okay, I guess. I try to spare you guys from the tedious stuff, but every once in a while I come across something that I just need to fix. Alright. Boss music. Hang on, I'm almost done. I don't even remember what I was doing before I went on this little side quest. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to... that looks weird. What happened there? Oh no, did I put something on the wrong... I think I put something on the wrong layer. How the fuck did I do that? Well, and I have to go back and start all over again because I don't know where I messed up there. Oh wait, I know what I did. I know what I did. It's because that little piece of hair was there. So yeah, that's actually okay. Oh my god, what a brain fart I just had. Yeah, see, it's fine now. Oh my god. I was like, why is there like the shading missing right here? Because, oh my god. Okay, well. That really freaked me out. I don't know what, I didn't know what the hell was going on for a second. Okay, anyway, skin shading. Let me try to, I'll get back to the chat in a second. All right. Now change that back to multiply. There we go. Oh man. Oh my god, how far behind did I get? Not that far behind. I think I just forgot to select the last comment I read. Ow. Kind of messed up my neck and shoulder lately because I've been at work. I've been working on an assignment that involves using my mouse a lot, and whenever I use my mouse a lot, I tend to like not sit right. And my neck and shoulder is all messed up. Like his left eye. His left eye, as in this one? Yeah, I recently realized he has two different eyes. Which, like, kind of blew my mind, because I didn't pick up on that before. I could leave that glow on there, it doesn't hurt. Oh, I missed one of George's. I went up a mountain yesterday where it was Meant to snow, none but a little ice in the water puddles and lots of blinding, freezing fog. Oh God. Iron George corpse chat. Stray does get pretty tricky later on. Oh man, that's such a bummer because that game was like so easy and fun for so long, and then it just hits a point where I hate when games do that. Maybe it's a balancing act as games also get easier as you get new powers and abilities. Yeah, could be. Chili cheese chips does sound weird. When you turned his hair off, he looked a little like he was wearing one of those white wigs they wore hundreds of years ago. Yeah, I could see that. Cheesy chips. That sounds like, see, to me, that sounds like nachos or something. I know what you're saying, but that whole chips versus fries thing. Chili covered tiger prawns with lime sourdough. Interesting. Did Flash show up last stream? No, he didn't. Well, and Special Iron already answered. He didn't actually, which was unusual, but then I sometimes miss them as well, yeah. Excuse me. Well, thanks for stopping by, Sticks. He's long gone, probably. With half the details missing, he sort of looks like the effect when the colors are switched to negative. No, it's nice on a cold winter night. Hot mulled cider with a small dollop of brandy butter, especially with an apple and blackberry pie. That sounds good. By all means, talk about food, George. I like hearing about different foods, even if I wouldn't necessarily eat them myself. Yeah, same. The red lines make it look like slashes all over him. That's roughly the color they are. Maybe a little darker. Especially the lines in his throat. I know, it looks kind of brutal. Especially, because, like... can you see it in any of these images? You kind of can in this one. It kind of looks... The one on his throat looks kind of gnarly. Like, it doesn't look like a clean cut, you know what I mean? This line, too. Venison sausage in a hot dog bun with cheese and peppers, great with dark lager. I've never had venison. I've heard it's kind of, well, I don't know, I've heard it's good, but I would expect that it would be gamey. The red does provide an interesting contrast, yeah. It's eventually going to be gold. But yeah, this is roughly the color it is in the movie. I just kind of have it reddish as a placeholder. America's Silent Hill, Tasmania has Silent Mountain. Getting new powers and abilities is what I like best about games like Final Fantasy. The characters actually evolve as they progress, yeah. Fire with fire was my uncle's motto, and I think that's what got him kicked out of the fire brigade. My state has Pyramid Hill. That's funny. The vague Y shape of the necklines makes me think of the way they cut corpses open when doing autopsies. Oh, interesting. Oh, do you mean like that? That one or that one? Oh, well. Someone found a graveyard named, wait for it, Silent Hill. Whoops. I'd stay out of that one. Okay, so I was... Did I accidentally grab a color? I feel like I accidentally grabbed a color. Okay, let me go back to the fucking... Well, I'm already on this layer. Let me change it back to normal again. Oh, it turned out I didn't grab a color after all. Alright. Okay, change it back to multiply. Yeah, part of the reason I'm making this side of his face so heavily shaded is because, you know, I kind of figure it makes sense for this eye to be reflecting light if it's in the dark, if that makes sense, because that's, you know, that's how that works usually. That is so much, that looks so much darker than I thought it would. Oh, probably because it's on the blue instead of, I don't know. Maybe that's a little dark. Well, I don't need to put it all over this side of the face, just like, let's see. And there's Panzer Dragoon. I'm kind of just redoing the shading here, aren't I? Whoops, I don't know why that happened. Oh, that's the wrong. There we go. Oh, the way it looked in the reference. Okay. Ah. Excuse me. Yeah, but I just meant I wasn't sure if you which scar you were referring to, but whatever. Klaxons? Always time floundering about at random. Hi, Taijan. Oh. So, I need to reboot my computer at some point. It's doing this weird thing where, like, if I've been working in Photoshop, it won't let me click out of Photoshop. I have to go. And now. And now I can click on other things. I don't know why. If I go into Task Manager, it like resets it. All right, I was going to see what color Taijan's text was. Oh, orange. Yeah, we've got mostly a reddish theme going with some little pops of green. Okay, anyway, it'll be nice when the security team for the box office gets here. Then the fire pit will be lit up and we can warm up while playing Dodge the Smoke. Frankie got the old camera eye. It does look like that, doesn't it? Well, it's not red. I think I already said hi to Taijan. Fire pit sounds nice. Frankie was a T800 the entire time. I'm sure someone has to have done like a Frankenstein type of motif with a robot. I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but I'm sure that's been done. Not even counting the Autobot Spike episode of Transformers. That's one right there, but I feel like outside of that it must have been done. If the eye was red, it would be like that scene in the Terminator where Arnie suddenly looks like Michael Myers. He looks like Michael Myers? Right now with the shading, it looks like an interesting mix of camouflage and reflective light from water. Interesting. Your computer is getting stubborn. My phone is sort of the opposite. Sometimes it will randomly cancel whatever app I'm using and I have to restart the phone to stop it from happening. Oh, that sounds annoying. Okay, let me add a little more darker shading here. This is, I think, oops, take a drink. I had the wrong color selected. That doesn't count. That's not part of the drinking game. Whoa, wrong shade. Okay, I guess I didn't realize I had that many shades of shading. Okay, that was the color I was trying to use. Well, I may want to I may want to go even darker. Kind of ruining some of the work I did before, but as I'm looking at this, I'm starting to realize that I probably didn't add enough shading to his face. I probably want a little bit of highlight under there. Damn it. This is the downside to having this set to multiply. I have to switch it back to normal anytime I want to grab a color. What was the color I was using earlier? I think it's that. Well, up there is probably a better place to get it from. Now I don't remember why I did that. Oh, right. I was thinking I need to add... Come on. There we go. I was thinking I needed to add a little bit of reflected light because I'm kind of... I can't be doing that with my pen. Wow, I really didn't like that. I'm mostly looking at this one for like where to place the shadows and such, but I kind of like the reflected light on this side of his face on this one, so I'm kind of using that a little bit too. So the Simpsons did that one Treehouse of Horror episode. I don't know if I remember that one. Flick knife dudes are closing on edge. To quote Bob Ross, mine is a tiny little bit of phthalo green. It's very strong. I haven't watched Bob Ross in a while. The color of those happy little trees. Frankie could open beer bottles with those cheekbones. That's so true. He's got a very bony face. It shouldn't look good, but it does anyway. This is the point where Edge goes, "You chose me?" Oh, that's already that color. Okay, so I'm going to go a little darker. But again, let me leave a little bit of reflected light there. I might be overdoing it with the whole reflected light thing, but... Shut up! Why does that little box keep coming up? Stop it! Why are you doing that? Oh my god, I should... Why did it select that tool? Photoshop is being weird today. I don't know what's going on. Can I get the brush back? What is happening? Oh my god. It just randomly selected the pen tool. Well, let me have the brush back. Let me try. Come on. That did it. Oh boy. I need to reboot this computer, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of the stream, so I'll just muddle my way through here. What the fuck was I even doing? I think I was, this is gonna work. I'm gonna try something here. That didn't work too well. I think if I smudge it into oblivion, it might eventually look good. Yeah, it was a dumb idea. Oh my god, why? I guess I could try, like, closing and reopening Photoshop. Like, that'd be something I can do without ending this. Jesus Christ, without ending the stream. Let me get caught up on the chat really quick. Agent 47's cheekbones get brought up often in the Hitman games. That's funny. You haven't watched Bob Ross in a while? That's okay. Bob Ross hasn't painted in a while. Too soon. Yes! How dare you? His face is very skull-like, fitting for an assassin. I thought you were talking about... the creature here, but yeah, his face is very skull-like too. Edge is on the way back to see his dying master, the TMNT cosplayer. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. See, it's not letting me select text again. I don't know if you guys can see anything right now. There we go. I have to open Task Manager and then close it. I don't know if that shows up or not, but... some of the more unique art I've seen here involves a woman who pulled a concrete slab using her hair, or rather a long wig, tied to her hair that had been dried into said slab. What? Photoshop really needed a pen. That's a good one, actually. Photoshop is like, we always have a pen. Same woman a week before had a brick wall built on top of her with fresh concrete spread on her midsection, and up to 7 layers of brick. She broke the wall and slab herself. Everyone has their ways of coping with life. Just because I don't necessarily want my desktop to be seen. I don't care if blue sky is seen though. Let me try, I don't know if this will help, but let me try closing and then reopening Photoshop. I don't think that's gonna do anything, but because I feel like I probably need to reboot my computer, but again, I'd have to end the stream, and I don't want to do that. I guess if it gets really bad, I could switch to like a chat stream or something. Although there aren't very many people in the chat, but... Alright. That could probably be a little darker. I mean, again, I know I want reflected light, but... oh yeah, I don't think there's any shading there. There definitely should be some. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to reopen the, where's the chat window? There it is. Shadowing on his face looks really good, thank you. The secrets are revealed. Not too much. I think this guy could do with a little vitamin C. shading layer. Give him some blackcurrant juice stat. Oh, right, I need to reopen that one image that turned black when I put it on my other monitor. It should be in the... Is that it? Nope. No, that's fine. I'll just have to do this the long way. It's probably selected anyway, right? Yeah, there it is. I'm just noticing if it's darker on this monitor or not. It's not really. All right. Break out the oranges. Back to food. Directly across the street is a cafe that makes fantastic pancakes, especially with bacon rashers. Oh, that sounds so good. I have some leftover strawberry cake mix. I think I'm going to use it to make waffles one of these days. The battle system in PDS was so good. I know. I wonder if I want to stream that again sometime. It's been like a few years. I think it was I think I streamed it during that time when I was trying to be a full-time streamer. That didn't last very long. I did attempt it for a little while. All right, let me switch colors here. Yeah, this needs to be a little darker. Okay, I don't think I need any reflected light down here, so let's go ahead and bring this shadow color down. I've really been chickening out about adding shading, but I just need to stop being a big baby about it. So I think this is the Baldur Queen boss, this music, right? I think last week I got it confused with a different I think I got it confused with a different boss fight. Let me get a fuzzier brush here. I can't decide if I'm overdoing it here. Maybe a tiny bit. Let me go back. I can always bring back that shadow later. daughter made some chocolate chip cookies earlier. She intends to make some more tomorrow. Oh, that sounds good. I always make chocolate chip cookies during the holidays. That's kind of my go-to holiday treat, even though there's nothing especially holiday about chocolate chip cookies. That's just when I always make them. People losing their minds because Ace Combat 8 has land ships? I don't know what any of that means. Oh, it was about 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, when I did the Panzer Dragoon Saga streams. Yeah, it was... Yeah, I was trying to be a full-time streamer, and then I got a job, and I had to stop being a full-time streamer. So whenever I got my current job was when I stopped doing it. So yeah, I think that was about 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. That reminds me, in Laucastion? I don't know how you say that. In the north of Tasmania, there's a restaurant called Hello Georgie that has art of Pennywise grinning while holding a hamburger. That is too funny. Tasty, tasty, beautiful burger. Reminds me of that other Simpsons Halloween episode where Marge and her sisters were witches. They wanted to eat kids, but Maud Flanders got them to eat gingerbread kids instead. I just wish we hadn't filled up on all those kids before we got to the Flanderses. That's funny. Yeah, that was the Baldur Queen and Latham music. It was, yeah. Suddenly Skinner's saying, I think I'll start by eating your shorts. Not quite solid in the middle. Yeah, I like to underbake cookies just a little bit. There's a ship that's in the water and it goes on land, and I don't mean it crashed, I mean now sailing on land. Okay. It's hard for me to clean these pots when you keep pouring meat tenderizer all over me. Excuse me. Dina likes soft center in her cookies, yep. Oh yeah, about the Panzer Dragoon Saga stream. I remember I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to in that game. I think I never got the conversation where, like, at the end, you have, at the end of the game when you have Edge go back to the caravan, the old lady tries to set him up with her daughter, and it's really cute. And I remember someone, probably Special Iron, telling me that you can give her the Imperial ring, but like I never got the option to do that. I don't even think I knew about that ring thing before. Actually, I shouldn't worry about any details right now because I'm still figuring out where the shadows are gonna go. Okay, I think now it's time to go a little darker on the shading. Oops. Oh, right. I forgot to change this back to normal. Alright, hang on. Bink. Back to multiply. I'm kind of wishing I hadn't done this way, but I still think it was probably the safest way to add shading without messing anything up. Okay, so let me add a little more shading here. Oh, I don't like how this looks at all. Whoops. I just keep going. Hopefully I can make it work. I could also add a little more shading here. Oh, I didn't even use that. Well, you know what? Maybe it should be that dark. I was gonna say, oops, that wasn't supposed to be that dark, but like, why don't I just make it that dark? See if I just smudge that to oblivion. Maybe it'll look good. Also, I'm not getting that, I think, I don't want to jinx it, but I think closing and opening Photoshop back up, I think that fixed whatever the problem I was having. Thank God, I didn't really want to reboot my computer. Again, I wasn't going to reboot while streaming anyway, but... Oops, hand wants to cramp up a little bit. Let me try to get to a good stopping point here first, though. Oh, there we go. Man. Definitely need to reboot my computer sometime today. Alright. Ow! Fuck. I think that was because you missed the dialogue with Faye earlier on when she... Really? Again? Yep, here we are. Hang on. I gotta do this little task manager thingy. Click on task manager and then close it, and now my computer functions normally again. It was because you missed the dialogue with Faye earlier on where she tells him that she'll miss him when he moves on, I think, when she's washing one of the coolies down. I don't remember that. I mean, I remember talking to her while she's washing Akulia, but I think she gives you an amulet if you give her the ring, but I forget what it does. I just looked it up. It doesn't do anything. Frankie's looking at me as if to say, nobody ever gave me a ring or an amulet or even a hamburger. You're saying he looks sad. That's appropriate. Me stretching legs will keep them warm. My knees. Here's a song of pain to remind you that you're getting old. Yeah, I hear that. Love the increasingly sharp definition of his cheekbones. That's pretty much what's happening, isn't it? Them cheeks are looking more evocative. Phrasing. Thing is, you have to keep talking to the same characters again and again, and eventually they might say something different. Who blatantly tries to pawn Faye off on edge. Yeah. I just remember this really cute exchange where, you know, she says something like, if you're worried about the wedding night, you know, don't worry about it. And she just gets so flustered. It's really cute. And I was so disappointed I didn't get to get that bit of dialogue. I do need a little more shading on this part of the eye. I think I'm just gonna go right in with that color. Actually, let me grab, let me start with this color. This is the Lazara music, which is weirdly like relaxing. Even fighting the Lazara in general is weirdly relaxing. I don't know how a game can have relaxing battles, but oh really, we're doing this again. Hang on. God, this sucks. I hate this. God damn it. I mean, it's my own fault for never rebooting my computer. Let's be honest. Damn it, where was I? What was I trying to do? I know I was doing something in this general area. Shut up, phone. Nobody likes you. Actually, I'm expecting a delivery. Let's see if that doesn't look like that's what it is. Oh, my Walmart delivery has arrived. Let me just see if it's right outside the door, if I have to go to the mailroom. If I have to go to the mailroom, it can wait till after this stream. Oh, it's actually right outside the door. Awesome. Okay, hang on one second. Okay. I keep getting interrupted if it's not. Oh my god, what just happened? Jesus Christ. Could also be that I need a new Wacom tablet. I've been using this thing for like well over a decade. I genuinely do not remember when or how I got this tablet. So I should probably get a new one. The one I want to get is really expensive. Anyway. Excuse me. All right, let me. Poor Faye, she probably never even learned what happened to Edge. I know, that's another thing about that open ending that bothers me. Fuck. Okay, hang on, sorry. Do. Okay. Really liked her as well. She was so soft-spoken and sweet, yeah. Yeah, if you talk to her afterwards, she said something like, "I'll be waiting for your answer." Perfect song for Frankie with that face. All you need is love. It's the oddly chill Lazara fight music, yeah. Hitman has relaxing sniper levels? That's interesting. Oh, I said that just as you posted it. That's funny. Strangling guys while dressed as Santa Claus. For a moment, I thought the phone was going to be the dreaded, "Hey, Dina, this is YouTube. Did you know that you're streaming?" He usually does that at the beginning of the stream. Walmart has terrible timing, yeah. It wasn't a full-on delivery, though. Like, I don't really get groceries delivered from Walmart anymore, but sometimes they'll ship, like, an item, and that's what that was. And one item that had to be shipped was getting delivered. I have groceries delivered on Fridays now. Or, well, we pick them up on Fridays. Thought it was going to be Koo asking if you know what happened to Edge. Oh. Edge blasting the crap out of Kentucky Fried Grayman's airship music. He doesn't even have the decency to be on board. What? Reminds me of that old joke. What do God and Bono have in common? God doesn't walk around the streets of Dublin thinking he's Bono. Okay. Agent 47 is just sitting on a cliff or a crane and you're shooting targets when no one is looking at them, making sure they fall into a bush. Ah. Oh yeah, you're right. We're up to one of the best boss themes in video game history. Like the achievement in Hitman Absolution called "It's Raining Men," where you pull a bunch of dudes out of windows so they fall to their demise. It's raining men. That's funny. The boss fight is so nice you play it thrice. Reminds me of the Red Dwarf crew accidentally knocking Lee Harvey Oswald out of the window without even noticing. That was funny. Oh, come on, Photoshop. I'm getting sick of this crap. Those people gather around that giant pizza. I don't think that's a giant pizza. It looks pretty big to me. Something to that effect. Gamera 2000 has a lot of great music. Check out its soundtrack. Gameplays like Panzer Dragoon or Star Fox. Oh, interesting. Yeah, anytime I listened to this soundtrack, I used to play that track twice. As soon as it ended, I would skip back to the beginning and play it again, but I can't do that here because the entire soundtrack is one file. Here's a bad joke. How does D. Snyder order Chinese food? I want to walk. Ugh. Photoshop doesn't want to cooperate today. It sure doesn't. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. What do you want, teeny butt? Get you. No joke, some of Gamera 2000's music could work for your chill art stream. I have this weird thing about only wanting to use music from games I've played. So I'd feel weird using the soundtrack of a game I haven't played. Oh yeah, that's not chicken, sir. No. What is it? It's that man we found. Saw a coffee shop open at 5:30 and wish I'd got some breakfast there. 7:15 now and I don't want to lose my spot, but my tummy has rumblings. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I hate when that happens. I'd probably be getting a headache from lack of caffeine. Oh, you have to wait 2 more hours? That's a bummer. An oil refinery lid in Moscow blew up. Try the soundtrack to Limbo. Oh wait, it doesn't have much of a soundtrack, and the few tracks it does have sound pretty much the same. Oh yeah, Limbo. It took me a second to remember what game that was. That was quite a little adventure when I played that. Yeah, I don't even remember Limbo having a soundtrack. It probably did. Should probably add a little more shading over here. Oh, that's too dark. Okay. Really? It's weird how, like, light some of these colors are when set to normal. Oh, you know what? I'm guessing... Hello? God damn it, fucking Photoshop. This is really getting stupid. And then by the time I get back to it, I forget what I was fucking doing. This is really getting... Okay, I remember. I was trying to select this fucking color because I think that's the shading I used down here. Fucking hell. Trying to decide if I want it to be quite that dark. I think I probably do. I kind of need to commit to, oops. Need to commit to adding some more shading on this side. Hang on. Add some more. Oh, I actually made that lighter. I was already using that color there. Okay, never mind. That's fine the way it is. Yeah, that should be all dark. I probably want to add more of the darker shading too, but I wanted to start with adding this lighter, whoops, this lighter color. And now we gotta go back to normal again. And then grab this color. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was lighter than the color I had selected. And what if, do I want an even softer brush maybe? Oranzoa. I get a bigger brush for this too. Oh, I think Photoshop doesn't like when I use this big of a brush to smudge. Kind of, yeah. For some reason, it slows it down. Off topic, but, James Gunn's Superman movie is going to be on TV tonight. I haven't seen it since I saw it in the theater, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm probably going to want to go even darker on some of this shading, but... Alright. If it'll let me out of Photoshop so I can read the comments. So that shading's gotten a lot darker since I started this stream. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I overdid it. Maybe I just need to smudge it a little more. Maybe it's just a little too sharp. Yep, hang on. Control-Alt-Delete. Task Manager. X out of it. There we go. Oh yeah, Inside. I never played that one. I think I watched... Probably Markiplier played it? Ukraine's been doing drone strikes in Moscow. This lid at an oil refinery went up and floating there for a moment before coming down. It's become a meme. Oh. Bobby Prince, who composed Doom 1 and 2, Wolfenstein 3D, and many others, passed recently. Oh, that's a bummer. His music always puts a smile on my face. I know what the soundtrack to Doom sounds like. I don't know. I don't think I'm too familiar with Wolfenstein's soundtrack. Has a few vague music tracks here and there. I just wouldn't recommend you listen to them if you feel depressed. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Maybe take time out for now and just have a chat stream for the rest of the stream. You've got just over half an hour left. Maybe more people will show up soon. That's true. Maybe I will just kind of... Unless I really get the urge to add more shading. Because I kind of do want to add more shading down here, but... Only if it's getting too annoying, of course, yeah. I think pretty soon I'll probably do that. Seems like 2 minutes ago the sky was pitch black, now it's grayed periwinkle. How did that happen? Has been getting slowly lighter, but this seems sudden. Maybe probably just weren't paying attention. The difference is night and day, huh? My favorite of the flying oil lid is someone making it look like the X-Files poster, I want to believe. I'm surprised I haven't seen that meme yet. If it was really recent, maybe I just haven't. I'm sure it'll come up on Blue Sky or Facebook at some point. Ah yes, the town divided into the holier-than-thou half and the we'll get drunk as drunk as we like, thank you very much half. Pretty much. The town that contains a South Park reference of all things. Oh, you're right. They killed Kenny. Winter Feast sells absinthe tonight. Ooh, absinthe sounds good. got absinthe. I usually try to save it for special occasions like New Year's Eve and stuff like that. Speaking of Doom, Mick Gordon, who did music for the newer Doom games, is doing music for Gundam Rogue Orbit. Alright, let me see if I can manage to get some darker shading on this, because I realized I've been kind of neglecting his... I've been neglecting his body. I keep expecting that his, like, collarbones should be, like, really bony, but they're not. He's actually pretty well muscled in this area. So I'm tempted to erase that line, but let's not, because I think it's probably still good to use as a reference. But I can maybe keep that highlight a little bit, but smudge it out a little more. Why you gotta do me like that, Photoshop? Yeah, I'm gonna make this even. Oh, I guess that's... Color wasn't as dark as I thought it was. I was about to say I'll make this even darker, but then didn't really work out that way. Oops. What am I doing? I think I might be done for today. I'm not sure about that reflected light, but I think I'm going to leave it alone for now. You just want more excuse to stare at those razor sharp pecs, don't you? Razor, you can't even see his pecs. Razor sharp pecs. The female gaze is strong in this one. Yeah. Can't argue with that. Master levels for Doom 2 are notorious for being great and bad all at once. A few levels are too tediously hard for their own good, but some are creatively hard. Interesting. I love the way the day progresses during the Uru section. Oh, you're right, that is pretty cool. Like when you escape the ruins, the morning sky even has a just after the storm look. Yeah, I think everywhere else in the game, it's either day or night, but with Uru, there's like 3 different phases. Replayed Donkey Kong Country not too long ago. The sky transition and landscape effects still look great. That's cool. I've never played that, but I watched Game Grumps play it recently. Oh no, the thirsty police are here because of your stupid sexy Frankie art. Run, I'll hold them back. Thirst police. I always like the evening sunset sky background in Sandopolis Zone and Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, Sandopolis Zone looked awesome. I'm gonna close all my reference images since I'm done with them. Oh god, Photoshop. You greedy little bitch, Photoshop. What if I just click cancel on that? Well, that seems to work. I didn't actually have to click on the task manager thing. Oh no. So no. Friend sent me a meme of blue colored curry and rice, and it was Sonic branded. Terrible. Also like the gradual color transition in Zoa. When you enter it at night, it starts off with sunset colors which fade, and then the blue light of the Guardian Fire gradually kicks in. Oh yeah. You greedy little bitch, Dina. You greedy little bitch, Photoshop Dina 2026. Not sure if those are laughing faces or tongue sticking out faces. Well, now it's hearts. What are the options anyway? Oh, there's a bunch actually. Oh, I see. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh yeah, it's a laughing emoji. So now. I wonder if it'll let me do that. Oh, yeah. Spamming emojis is fun. Yeah. Keep spamming those hearts, kid. Rimmer to 17-year-old Lister. What a nice guy. Well, now I'm kind of wishing I didn't, well, I guess I could reopen them. I was going to say, now I'm wishing I hadn't closed the reference images. Because now that I'm sitting here staring at this, it'd be nice if I could compare it to the images I was looking at. Alright, time to switch to Alien Crush, I guess. Oh, hey Flash, he made it this week. I love that bit. You're gonna wind up on a spaceship with M for the rest of eternity. I like the way the others smile at him. I don't remember that too well. Doing pretty good, Flash. I hope you are too. Well, I'm doing pretty good except for Photoshop being a little bitch for some reason. Actually could go for some eggs, bacon, sausage, and Spam. That's a lot of meat. I would usually just pick one of those to go with the eggs, but that's just me. Don't listen to him, kid. You like us, really. No, he's shirtless now. You've been gone for a while. I've been working on this one for weeks. So the idea behind this, did I save a, I don't think I saved a reference image or anything. The idea behind this is that all the little scars, seams, whatever you want to call them, they're going to be metallic gold, like that Japanese art where they take like when pottery gets broken, they glue it back together with liquid gold. I'm going to go for that look. Right now I have it dark red as a placeholder, but that's the idea behind this. I'm trying to go for as much realism as I can, and ideally I want to do away with the lines. So far I still need them, but I hope to eventually get rid of the lines, like no line work, except maybe in the hair. Just laughing at Flash's one. Oh, he's shirtless now. Yeah, I guess you've been here for some of the previous ones. You've just been gone for a week or two, so you forgot. That makes sense. That is indeed a lot of meat. I wouldn't know where to start. Phrasing. Dino loves them pecs. You can't even see his pecs. His pecs would be like down here somewhere. I guess this area could count as like the top part of his pecs. I don't know. Breaking news: Michigan man arrested by thirsty police for aiding in suspect's escape. Sounds like that Rise of Skywalker meme. He's shirtless now. He's shirtless now. I need to use that clip. Well, I shouldn't be telling you guys what I eventually plan to put in my filmed in video, but I don't know when or if it's ever going to come out. But if I ever get around to doing a filmed in on this movie, you know, Oscar Isaac is in it, and he's also in Rise of Skywalker. So he's the one who said that they fly now. It's going to be like when the creature shows up and he's able to speak all of a sudden. It's like, he talks now. Maybe it's not funny if I explain it. He looks ready to give someone the old British knuckles. I don't think he looks angry, per se. Well, I'd start with the egg and then the spam, lovely spam, wonderful spam. We'll always joke about you and the female gaze with Frankie, and now he's shirtless. It just made me laugh. Yeah. Fair. That reminds me, the front page news over here today was some psycho in a zoo threw someone's 3-year-old son into the crocodile enclosure at a zoo. What the fuck? All right, but traumatized. Yeah, I would think so. The Michigan man was quoted as saying, "Fine then, take me to thirsty jail. Everyone else there is thirsty too." Staff has shown up. That's good. Maybe you'll get it earlier than you thought you would. Anyway, Frankie's looking fine. Thank you. Let me skip this song. This goes on way too long. Yeah, well, fine is pretty much what I was going for, so. Which comes as a surprise to absolutely no one. I remember when you did that Monsters clip with the two devils who clap when the guy tries to lock them out. Oh yeah, you cut to Blackadder clapping. Oh, crap. Anytime somebody claps like that, I think of Blackadder. That's what I thought. It wasn't even his own kid, just threw someone else's in. He was arrested for attempted murder. Yeah, as well he should be. Fuck. There's a lot of words for that guy. I'm too nice to say or type them. Yeah, we can guess. Hi, Slopbogian. Don't think I've seen you here before. I found this one design on DeviantArt that looked like inspiration from Javier Bardem, since he looked kind of uncanny. I don't know who that is. Let me search that really quick. Oh, a Spanish actor? Staff managed to pull him out. Well, that's good. We're all thinking of those words. Yep. I kind of fuck with the idea of Frankenstein being supposed to be hot, but then they bring him to life and he's hideously ugly, but he's just wrong. He's not hideously ugly, he's just wrong. I think that's how he was described in the book, or at least that's how I've heard. I haven't actually read the book yet. I will sometime. But yeah, that works. Javier Bardem plays, I don't know who, Anton, I don't know who that is, sorry. Saw some good post. I bought my mother a jar of black garlic cloves. Oh yeah, I've heard of black garlic. I forget what it's supposed to taste like, but I've... Anyway, 2 of my sisters, fudge, and other sister, brother-in-law, coffee beans yesterday. That's cool. There's a, was it Halloween Baking Championship where they had to make a dessert using black garlic? It was probably Halloween Baking Championship. How to Make a Lot of Money, Frankenstein, played by Tom Hiddleston. Interesting. He's got a good facial structure for it, I think. If you were going this route. Best part of June being Pride Month, finding homophobes and posting gifs of Barugon's rainbow laser blowing up tanks. They act like a rainbow will melt their face off like a laser, so it's fitting to make fun of them, yeah. Sounds about right. What's the definition of a homophobe? That's easy. It's someone who thinks of gay sex more than the gay people do. That is so true. Yeah, this is a good tune, but it goes on a little too long. This tune plays during a mini game, and it's not really meant to loop quite so much. This one too, but I'll let it go for a little bit. Oh, I'm suddenly tired. Caffeinated water only helps so much. So the most outspoken anti-gay people won't eat a banana without a knife and fork. Bro, at that point I'm thinking you're in the closet and in denial. Every once in a while I think about that guy who, I don't remember if it was Pride Month, it might have been, but there was one stream I did where it was like Red Dwarf related, but I didn't feel like using the red thumbnail. Again, it might have been Pride Month, but for whatever reason I used the pride flag thumbnail, and that guy just like complained about it. It was so funny. I know a couple of you might remember that. For a long time, I used the I used the pride flag thumbnail just to kind of spite him. Transphobes peek under toilet doors more than trans persons. Yeah. Whoever posted that tune on YouTube really liked it. I don't remember where I downloaded this from, but yeah, this Alien Crush, these Alien Crush tracks, all of them are 5 minutes and 5 seconds long. So for whatever reason, they took some of these and just looped them so they would be that length, whether they were meant to be looped or not. That's another one. See, this is like the victory music. Like when you win, it's only supposed to play for like 15 seconds. They have it playing for 5 minutes. Now, see, this song is meant to plays during the main game, so it makes sense for that one to go for 5 minutes. Sort of like Reanimator, where there are multiple undead creatures. Like, I don't care if it looks gay when I eat a banana or a hot dog. I'm hungry. I'm shoving food in my mouth. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are people on the internet, homophobes and such, acting like how it makes them uncomfortable when men cross their legs or drink with a straw. And it's like, get the fuck over it, weirdo. That one guy who played Starfield, a game that lets you make whatever characters you want, lets you make whatever, yeah. I don't know why you posted that twice, but... Are you talking about the guy who screamed pronouns? God, that was cringe. He kept saying, don't bring politics into your stream, even though supporting Pride Month isn't political. I don't think he even went that far. Like, he was, like, being really cowardly about it. He's just like, I just think it's off topic. I'm like, off topic of what? It's a thumbnail. It's a rainbow thumbnail. It's actually pretty vague. Yes, I can see that comment flash. Yeah, YouTube eats some of the comments sometimes, and I have no idea why it does that. It's not anything I'm doing on my end. He didn't stick around. Yeah, I think that guy was only there for that one stream. And I think he disappeared a little ways in. Because people kept going like, what's the big deal? And he's like... And he just kind of ran out of argument, and so he left. That was how it seemed anyway. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea why YouTube does that. Again, I'm pretty sure it's not anything on my end. It's like, how do they enjoy anything? They are so scared of being seen as gay. I can say their favorite movie or game is gay and they'll stop enjoying it. Yeah. The most unhappy people in the world. I'd feel sorry for them if they weren't trying to, like, ruin it for everybody else, too. Or trying to make everyone else miserable as well. That's a better way of putting it. Where did my chloroseptic go? I guess I don't have any over here. I guess I have one bottle, and it's over at my work desk. I'll be right back. Apparently I'm not allowed to quote Crichton correcting them about Frankenstein being the creator. Ah, it's a bummer. Yeah, that's like my favorite quote these days. I actually wanted to use that as the trailer for one of these streams. And for whatever reason, YouTube wouldn't let me select it, like, as a trailer. And I couldn't figure out why. I don't think it was the length. Legit stopped taking my mom and other relatives to movies because they've made hate their entire personality. Oh. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. It sucks when family is like that. Stuck so far back in the closet that they're in fucking Narnia. I love that. I've heard that before. Love that saying. I remember being unable to post that exact quote a few weeks ago. Is it the quotation marks? Does YouTube not like quotation marks, maybe? That's probably not... That probably doesn't, like, cover all of them, though. You know, I just realized, the colors are mostly reds and greens, but Flash is blue. Kind of interesting. Like I said, I think it just selects colors randomly, but sometimes it almost seems like it's intentional. This is an interesting... Hi, Isaiah. This is an interesting moment to drop by to the discussion. I don't know what was being said when you dropped by. I'm a little bit behind. The message YouTube is sending me with that is apparently monster is a slur? That's wild. Oh, you don't mean they're literally saying that. Duh. I don't even know what this song is. Oh, you know, that might be from... Oh, that's probably music from Devil's Crush. I think I'm gonna skip it. I don't care for it. That sounds like a... That sounds like a cover of Alien Crush music. Interesting. Oh well, I'm gonna wrap up in a few minutes anyway. We were just talking about how some folks refuse to let other folks be folks. I don't see them as family, they're blood relations. Actions speak louder than blood. Yeah, I hear that. Oh, so it is a quotation marks thing. Interesting. Have to deal with a person who brings malice within to events. That's a bummer. The word monsters? What's getting the comments blocked? That's insane. Maybe you could start, like, putting a 0 instead of the O? Try that and see what happens. Think the fire pit will start soon? That's cool. Tried posting the word monster, just see if it will go through, as in stars. Masturbator. To test. That's weird. Often blocks swear words as well. That's so fucking annoying. The only words I've ever blocked as far as, like, and this is just YouTube comments. This, I don't think this would affect the chat, but, you know, I've, like, common, like, insults people have used against me. I've blocked all those, like, you know, bitch and fat and, you know, just things shitty people say. But, yeah, those are, like, the only words I've ever blocked. So, that wouldn't, even if that did somehow affect the chat, like, it wouldn't be blocking other stuff. Certain folks getting mad that we played Kratos' wife in the new God of War. Yeah. Oh, so you can't type monster with a 0 instead of an O. There you go. Yeah, maybe just try to put a 0 instead of an O rather than the stars, just because it's a little easier to read that way, but it's up to you guys, of course. YouTube will never make sense to me, yeah. But it allows Monsterverse. That's interesting. And yet Masturbator is fine. It allows Munster as well. That's interesting. Politicians should go to jail for masturbating. It prefers Red Bull over ... Some people really do like to get personal with you. Seriously, what's their problem? I know. It's not often or anything, but... Hope you heard it here, folks. Apparently monster is a slur. I just watched a robotics clip where some college guy was apparently working his monkey and the audio was on while he was playing in a level. Oh, God. Roblox. I feel like I read that as robotics. Such a child of the 80s. It allows monstrous. That's interesting. The monkey was at least getting paid. Because people talk about monster fuckers. Who knows? 1 more hour and then coffee. God, I couldn't wait that long for coffee. Robotics, that's a real blast from the past, isn't it? I kind of like this music that's playing, and I'm about to wrap up, so... I think I have a robotics model in my boxes somewhere. It wasn't anything that I got into, but I remember the commercials. Maybe it's because of that one Hell of a Boss short, the Weeaboo one. Who knows? Anyway, it is 3 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap up now. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Sorry about all the bullshit with Photoshop. I'm definitely going to reboot my computer sometime. I'll probably just right after this. I don't like having to reboot my computer. There's no real reason not to. I just like having it on all the time. Speaking of which, I need to renew my Monster Lover license. Yeah, we're saying Monster Lover from now on. No problem, Flash. Thanks for stopping by. Closing time. One last call for alcohol. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, excuse me again. Robotics sounds like a novelty kid's cereal. Who wants a nice bowl of Kellogg's Robotics? I guess you don't remember Robotics. Anyway. Be nice for Pride Month or Frankenstein will give you the old British knuckles. It was a monster of a stream. Everyone's saying monster constantly now that they figured out how to get around the censor. Dr. Robotnik. Okay, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. I should be back next week. I don't think I have anything planned. Yeah, even if... I think Supergirl might be coming out next week, but I'm taking the following week off of work, so I could just watch Supergirl. I could just see Supergirl on Sunday and do laundry on Monday or whatever. But anyway, I should be back next week. Munster cookie. So yeah. You too, George. See you next week, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.